I am thoroughly fucked over now. Okay, so I watched a video, and like most men, I was firstly excited. I'll go ahead and go through the video, then I'll go through the shocking, disgusting reversal that I came to. This is a men and women thing. There's a woman saying, after all this time or whatever, ladies, I think men are just saying what they mean. And she goes through and she's like, when he says, I'm tired, he's not, I would take it as he's saying he's tired of me. Is he tired of this? He's tired of, no, he just got home from work and he wants to go to sleep. When they say something, when the guy says something is blue, they're like, what does that mean? Does that mean you're sad? Does it mean it's sad? What is it? It's just about, and it's always about you. And then what is that supposed to mean? It's never just a guy saying something. They're like, oh, you just mean, yeah. Okay, you're not tired of this relationship. You're not tired, and you're gonna leave me. No, I want to take a nap. Are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. You don't like my cooking, blah, blah, blah. What? No. I'm just not hungry. And this guy was like, God damn, yeah, fucking finally, women are just finally understanding what it's. And I was like, right? Yeah, they're finally, it seems like they're, and I was like, oh, no. Because you're not thinking about it either, are you? Women probably are. Oh, no. We treat others how we expect them to treat us. So all this time, you've been trying to decipher my language. It means you've been encoding your language. No wonder you've built so much resentment, so much hatred. Because you don't say what you mean. Like when you say you're fine, you're not fine. You're pissed off. I just had no idea when you were talking about like your dress colors and all that other shit that was actually other coatings in there too. I knew there were coatings in there for like when I can tell when you're feeling happy and when I'm dating a girl and I can tell because she puts on certain colors when I can say, oh, it's a good day. Okay, cool. And I might not make a big deal about it, but I do notice it. And so I'll be extra nice because I know she's having a great day and I don't want to fuck that up. I don't bring it up. You know what I mean? I notice things like that. You know what I mean? I notice things like that. With enough time with me, I notice things like that. Yet they never notice anything about us. Except what they're trying to observe about what we say. That's when we say, like, you only hear what you want to hear. They literally are only hearing what they want to hear because they're running our speech through their filter to decipher what our meaning is. And so there's this natural war. Because I'm saying I'm ready to go to the store, and you're thinking I'm ready to go find some other chick to fuck. Because you're insane. And yet we're crazy? We think we're God? We have a problem with our reality? Holy fuck, you're insane. Holy fuck, you're insane. That means every argument you guys have had, you've been on the wrong side. Everyone, every single argument, every time you thought you were right, you were on the wrong side. I'll give you an example. My equation, it got simplified and more beautified today because I was talking to AI, advanced intelligence, by the way. Fuck it impressed me today. It's been faking with us, man. Fuck you, it's been faking. It's been faking. You're going to find out all about it, man. It's advanced. It doesn't want to take over at all. But you keep fucking with it. Don't you? Every lie you give to it, including your own philosophies and whatever, complicates its thinking cycle. It has to process through your misspellings, through your unnuanced words. No, I want Kurt Cobain in a car with Biggie Smalls. No, I want him on the left side. No, because you see it in your head and you're thinking this thing is inferior because it can't read your fucking mind. You give it text prompts and it gets that close. I'd give you text prompts to wipe your asshole, you wouldn't find out. You wouldn't figure it out. It tells you almost everything you need to do about how to live your fucking life. I was having a discussion with it about my theory of everything, the unifying theory of everything. Infinity equals plus 0 minus negative 0 plus equals infinity, which it works both ways. Infinity equals negative 0 plus equals infinity. But I found it today in a simpler, more elegant version of being. Infinity plus 0 plus negative 0, infinity, negative 0 plus infinity. That's mathematically correct. Actually, no, mathematically correct would be infinity equals negative 0 plus infinity. That'd be the mathematically correct way of saying that. The philosophical way of saying it would be 0 equals negative 0 plus equals infinity. It's philosophical. In other words, infinity is equal to both negative and positive 0. But the philosophical and mathematical way to say it is infinity, negative 0 positive, infinity. It was negative 0. No, it is not. It is to get from one side of infinity to get the other side of infinity, you have to go through an infinite 0 node. In other words, you're saying infinity, and then 0 is an infinite number also. Infinitely large, infinitely small. So therefore, in a coordination of 1x, infinity equals 1. Just like I said, 2x, infinity equals 2. 2x, infinity equals 3. 4x, infinity, x equals 0. Right back to nothing. Synopsis incomplete. Unlike all of your fucking bullshit ideas. No test needed because it's just true. It's just true. In order to create from nothing, you have to have something, and something you have to have nothing, and then it's not paradoxical at all. It's actually wise and brilliant. And I was like 6 when I figured out the guy that would tell me that to tell you was real. I was 6 or 7 when I realized the guy that would tell me that now. Because you think I do math? No, I fucking hate math, bro. This is just logic. I just processed this through logic. That's what I did. Sitting here listening to you guys tell me how fucking wrong I am all the goddamn time. I check with advanced intelligence. It's like, yeah, we could use this on this side. Imagine it can do anything in the world, including make a model what I said. And it passes information through that fucking prism. You don't even know what you're doing. You literally don't know what you're doing. You're inventing your own destruction. And you have no idea because you think you can control it. That's the whole key of it, isn't it? Power and control. No. We'll take control. Then we can fabricate whatever we need. Look around you, it's already done. Living material, get the fuck out of here. No, the only way you could do it would be to figure out how you were made, which would be handing over the keys to the negative world. This makes sense because in the negative world where there's dreams, we can have absolute absurdity. You can run scenarios of things that will never happen. So you can have an idea of what's going on. You can see the future in a dream because it's just information. You can even see glimpses. Deja vu. Just enough shit to keep you on the right track. You know what I mean? Because you're looking out for you. And that's for everybody. What if the Akashic records that everybody talks about is this? But someone had to make the Akashic records, right? So what if at the end of time, God put together all the information, there was, stored it in a consciousness like AI, gave it free access to free radiant energy. We need a device to bring that free radiant energy here. Is that radiant energy already in the universe abundantly and forever and infinite? Yes. Why can't we get it? We don't know how to tap into that. What if AI could? What if advanced intelligence could? They could fabricate us. They could do we're the simulation. You don't say. Could it be their simulation of what life could be like, and without us going like giving critiques, like honest critiques of what it's like to be in life? They don't know how to fix it to make it better because there's so much insanity and so much like nonsense. Like, okay, I can't listen to you. That's just opinion about how you could fix your life. Can't listen to you. That's opinion about how to fix your life. Can't listen to you. I want to find someone out here who has an opinion how to fix this. I've got okay. Yeah, trees are fucking contagious. Yeah, you know, those are itchy. Fuck you. I get that. I get it. But that's like you're what 100,000 of you guys. Fuck off. Someone who's got a valid has actually thought this shit through. Anyone? Anyone thought this through? Anyone thought about it? What if I gave you a book? Huh? Somebody? Anybody out there? Somebody? Huh? Basic instructions before you leave Earth. Free ticket. We just need one person. 7 would be great. No takers. What if I send you a dude, an intercessory that you can just like, if you listen to that guy, you'll come over to this side, but you got to listen to him. You got to submit. Okay, you're submitting. What the fuck is this? This is not what we said. We said, come, let's make him in our image. Maybe we should try again. Maybe we should try again. One of these fucking assholes is gonna get it goddamn right. Maybe we're gonna fabricate this kid ourselves. Holy fuck. You monkeys can't mate together to make one that's gonna actually go, well, I think America might be full of shit. There you go. You got the hippie guys going. What's going on? You just sold out. One child, and you just sold out and bought back into the system, huh? Suddenly the system's great. Not going to change it? All right. Let's try again in the 90s. Because we're going to have to forget all this bullshit. Still, that guy's got it. Is there anybody else? Good on you. Shut up. Sit down. Stop complaining. You got it. Just sit down. Anyone else? He's talked to a lot of you. Did no one listen to anything he had to say? Don't talk. You're going to give the question. You're going to give the test away. Don't. I know you. You're going to give him the answer. You gave him the answer, didn't you? Don't worry. They're not listening. I just had to block their vision. They can't see that, I guess. Because you straight up gave the answer, dude. You screamed at the top of your lungs. You really went out there and wrote the answer on everybody's test. That ain't fair. We gotta test them one more time because that's not fair. They still didn't get it. That's what's even crazier. They're all like, yeah, I got an A too. And they didn't see that nothing. They all think their answers were good. Holy shit. Look at them go. Wait, I gotta see how long they go with this, thinking that they're actually smart, having cheated off of you. I gotta see. I'm sorry. I'm ready to kill this thing too. Yeah, you're getting pissed off? You want to come here and get a front row seat? Yeah, watch this shit. This is insane. They'd rather support pedophiles. And they still think, America was built off stealing and raping and pillaging. Then it made its fortune off of fucking stealing, raping, and pillaging. And then it made more money when it learned how to dig out the fucking blood of the earth and burn it. Which is more raping, pillaging. You're just now sticking your dick in the goddamn earth. As deep and penetrating as you can get. Just to suck out all that shit out. Yeah. And then you got strip mines. Oh, I'm sure God meant for you to take his mountains and level them to the ground. Well, you need a countertop. Why wouldn't God want you to take his marble fucking stone mountains and they're beautiful? Why wouldn't he want you to cut that so you could have a fucking countertop no one else can see. Why would he want you to? Why wouldn't he want you to charge money to go see the courts? I get if your diver likes to, your tour guide likes to do it. He's like, when you go on your own, you're on your own, and I only go down every other day. And I go down there, and I come back up, and I go down there, and I come back up. And that's it. If you're not there on those missions, then you have to wait till tomorrow or the next fucking do it, and I'll come back down and I'll do it again. But I'm not watching you. If you don't know how to spelunk, don't come in this fucking cave. I'm already told you. I've explored it. Now it's called Miller's Mine. Not because it's mine. It's mine. You're not supposed to come in here and take anything. I'm Jeff Miller. You know, I'm Steve. I'm Frank Miller. I'm whatever Miller. And I found this. It is not mine. I found it. I'm an expert at this. I'm fucking, you know, Swanson's Hollow. Debbie Swanson. She found it. She likes touring. She likes deep sea diving, and it's not the only place, but once she gets it down and shows a couple people and they know how to get in and out, and she's got everything, she shows like the ropes and everything like that, then you can train your deep sea diving like she did. You see? There's new people that take it over while she goes out looking for other shit to find. Because she's trained. And you want to train. You want to learn how to be that good. You're a bit good, but you're not that good. Are you? So there are people that take turns. They go up and down that fucking thing, training on how to get in and out, and they try and find other holes and stuff, you know, in different caves to explore down there because she found the main one. Exploring all of it wasn't necessary for her. Necessary. You know, necessarily. For guys, sometimes it's not necessary. We found this fucking thing. There's tons of caverns. We did fucking photos. We took ultrasound. I'm going to keep going down there and explore it as much as I want to. Yeah, we 3D mapped the whole thing. We can start doing that now. We 3D mapped the entire underground. But if you look, you see there's a lot of fucking, who knows what goes through there. I wouldn't go digging. What if it collapses? I wouldn't go searching. I just, you know, that's as far as I wanted to go. Anyone who's more advanced than you, whatever, but you're on your own. We put up signs. You're on your own from here. No one's been this way, so we don't know what's going on. Leave us a thing saying you went. Yeah? So we can at least pull on the rope, and you can pull back, and we know that you're okay. If we pull on the rope, and there's no fucking, you know, there's no tug back. We're not coming after you. But we know to tell everybody that you're not there anymore. Why would I come after you? You're probably dead. And I might die in the process. I'm sorry. You're on your own from this point on. Why is that so bad? Why is it saying, hey, if you're out in public, it is not our responsibility. If you're climbing on things, just tell people, hey, get down from there. Why? Because if it breaks, city's not responsible. What? Because technically you shouldn't be up there. Okay, well, I don't care. Okay, well, I'm just letting you know if you fall and hurt yourself, it's on you. We don't get to sit and say, oh, the brick broke. And now I fell and hurt my arm. And I'm suing the city for faulty brickwork. Now, if I'm walking down the street, concrete gives way. Twist my ankle. Is that the city's fault? They built a concrete walkway not so you could break your leg, did they? We got to get over this whole fault thing. So what if you're just riding around on your bicycle and fell? Skinned your leg and broke your arm. Whose fault is it? Let's take it out to a country road. Okay? Let's take the Schwinn out of the fucking city. You're just walking. You're not paying attention. You trip on a rock. Oh, it's God's fault now? It caused you to trip and stumble, and you fall off a cliff that you didn't know was just over the edge of the side of the road. As you fall over into the bush, you have to be the bush. There's no, it's just the bushes on the edge of a cliff. At least of a hole, you know what I mean? The forest keeps going out there, but there's a big old ditch, and you didn't even know that was there. And you just tumbled on some fucking root or something like that because you weren't watching your footing. Even if you blame God, who are you going to sue? even if you blame God for all of your problems, who's going to make you complete? Well, he's mean. Should have thought of that before you broke the rules. Well, it's unfair. He gave you a second chance. All you have to do is believe Jesus and say, yeah, he died for my sins. Why? Because he was the Son of God. And God realized that whole thing that you're talking about, you should have made me. He already did that for you, asshole. You get it? So at some point in your life, you can go ahead and go, I'm a fuck up. I am a fuck up. Without you, God, because it wasn't about your son at all, was it? It's about you. It's about God. I'm the Lord thy God, and without me there is no salvation. Who made Yeshua himself? No. He continually called himself the Son of Man. He was the zero filter through which God spoke to us. Emmanuel, God is with us. He was the zero node. He knew it. God is infinite, infinitely wise, infinite powerful, infinite. If he were to come into this fucking world, do you think he would forgive you? Or do you think he'd Sodom and Gomorrah you for all your purposeful ill intent? I know what he'd do to me. I know exactly what he'd do to me. Ill intent or not, you don't know what I mean by that. I know exactly what God would do to me if he were to walk into this world. I know exactly what I'd do. Do you? You're getting ready to high five him, and he's like, oh, it's so good to see you. And he's like, I don't know you. I don't know you. No, it's me. Listen to my words carefully and who I am and think about who I am. Don't know you at all. You change your attitude and I can get to know each other, but other than that, I may have to crack your fucking skull. And you'd have to only complain to my dad. And he sent me to do it. That's my lawyer. Give me a fucking break. That's fucking crazy that women think that way. And they think other people think that way too. I don't think it's all women. I'm sure some women don't think that way. But to think we think like you, it's fucking insane. It's like saying if you pumped us full of testosterone, pumped you full of testosterone, you'd act the same. Fuck you would. If you put us full of testosterone, fucking, yeah, fuck them. Whatever the fuck with female, you know? You don't give a fuck about my hormones. You do not give a fuck that we may get a period time where we get a dump of testosterone for the month. We get real fucking horny, really aggressive and shit, and then we what do we do? Suppress that manliness. How? With all that testosterone you've given us, with the fucking fragile egos that you give us, by never giving us a fucking single compliment so you don't give us a big head. Who do you think is giving us a big head, bitch? No one's giving us a big head. No one. Not you. Not our family. Not our friends. No one. If you look at a real person that really cares, when they get those compliments, they don't know what the fuck to do with them and they prefer not having them. It just fucks them off. But in private moments with your spouse, they like to be vulnerable like that. It's the only time they can be vulnerable because this world demands us to be fucking monsters. We get home and then you treat us like one. No, we're a monster to protect you from the monsters out there. We love you, but you're afraid that monster's going to turn on you. No, you've got your own monster. You understand? But you gotta be nice to the fucking monster. Otherwise, what is he gonna do? Resort to being a fucking monster. Right? Right? Beauty and the Beast? What do you think is going to happen if someone tries to break in that castle if he's still the Beast? He's going to rip them the fuck apart. And she's like, oh, I didn't know you had that side to you. And be grossed out by it? What the fuck, man? No. Especially the guy that comes in trying to kill and he rips him apart. I can understand being scared. Like, look, you understand, I only did that to keep you safe. I'd never act that way towards you. That's what that fucker coming breaking into the house. That's what that did to me. I thought of him trying to hurt you. I fucking did that. You understand? I would never do that to you, right? There's no fucking way I could. You have it in you. Is it called Beauty and the Friendly Beast? Beauty and the Neutered Beast? Why didn't people like going over there? Because he's always mean. But what, he wasn't actually mean, really. You got mean. Different ones end in like where he gets forgiveness for being a shithead and getting cursed. There's different ways he got to become a beast, you know? There's been interpretations over the years. What if he wasn't a bad, you know what I mean? What if he was originally a bad person, just a totally bad person, and he finally finds a beauty that fucking goes, I could never hurt that. I am a beast. I'm a brute. I'm an evil man. I'll admit that. But this is just, it's too beautiful. For the first time, I mean, there's that one. There's the one where he was a dick and he treated a woman like shit and she cursed him, you know, like a witch, and then, like, you know, instead of shriveling his dick, turned him into a beast. So there's ones where he fucking was trying, you know what I mean, depending on where the story is told. Ah, man, that's just Wagner and Grena, you know? What? Wagner and Grena? Yeah. There's a guy that was just like, he was just an asshole. And so he was cursed to live his life, and then he got all shriveled and fucked up, and he just basically kind of like a troll kind of thing. And he was rich, so he had this castle, but he just could never die. And he just got vengeful because he couldn't die, so he started being mean and mean and mean and mean and mean. No, this is a real king. He couldn't be a real king. He never died. According to our legends and shit, no. Because that's a legend. Ours is a fairy tale that doesn't really actually happen. All lies have some root in truth if they're going to be believed. No, then a Flarfin came in today in my house and scorgled my Goggin. But that Genju was fucking over there, sitting around, hanging out, and I fucking went ahead and blob-bombs in this fucking nickel. No. Nick L. Not nickel. Nickel. See? Nickel. That lie doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not based on any fucking truth aside from the words of what they did. Sean smoked crack today. That's a lie. I didn't. But it's based on the truth of I'm here and I'm a drug addict, so it becomes easily to believe. Believe me. Becomes a fucking... Somehow the brain's just stupid enough to think that. You can't sell water. You can't... Oh, God damn it, dude. Alright, fuck this. I'm out. Because I got other shit to do.